Piece by piece and brick by brick, the walls come down.
It's just a very important part of our family.
Pam Hunter watches crews tear down a piece of her past.
It's a history of the town, it's a history of my family. My grandfather started this business in 1926.
Her grandfather, Earl Blankenship Sr., bought the building nearly 90 years ago, transforming it from a theater to Blankenship Auto Parts.
At its heyday and its peak in the 1960s, 1970s, there were stores in Southern Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky, and it was one of the largest auto parts stores in the area.
Nearly 50 years later, this was the scene Saturday night as fire crews worked through the night to fight the flames.
It's been a long night, yes. They got it under control in a couple hours, but obviously, it was still burning, so they had aerials set up, surrounding, drowning it.
Less than a day after the fire, Marion Chief Jerry Odom declared the building a total loss.
They're going to demolition the building, take the walls down due to the condition of the structure.
The cause of the fire is still unknown, and investigators were unable to inspect the building, but did have this to say.
There's nothing suspicious about it. It's going to be undetermined due to the condition of the structure. We can't get inside there.
I'm so thankful for the firefighters risking their life to try to save a piece of our family's history, but it's very hard to see it torn down.
In Marion, Matthew Searcy, News 3. It's been 6 months since the Harrisburg Fire Department responded to a call outside the city.
Homeowners who live outside the Harrisburg city limits are concerned.
Township Supervisor Danny Clayton says since the decision last July, hundreds of people living on the outskirts of town have relied on fire protection from other cities.
Well, I'm not going to say that the Carrier Mills Fire Department or El Dorado are substandard to Harrisburg. People think that they are, and that's why they're concerned.
Smaller fire departments that are filling the gap are farther away, leading to slower response times, and that has some residents calling for a change.
What we actually proposed was a fire protection district.
Kevin Reimer says a new fire district would provide a more efficient fire service and improve protection from those outside the city.
I think that what the people really need is fire protection, and fire protection at a reasonable cost.
But it's not so simple. Residents must first petition to have a referendum placed on the ballot, then win enough votes supporting a new fire district, which could significantly raise property taxes.
There's not enough population density and EAV to support something like that, in my view.
Clayton says there are other options. The township could pay Harrisburg for fire protection, but the cost of that is uncertain too.
And I'm not opposed to the concept, but I'm not ready to weigh in on that till I know what the cost is and how it would affect the property taxpayers.
Teens dancing and playing pool. It's all part of a busy afternoon at the Teens Making a Difference Youth Center.
I like it because, I don't know, it feels like it's like a second home to me.
Megan Whitecotton has been coming here for 3 years. She says it keeps her busy.
I would probably be at home sleeping right now.
Ever since it started, I've been coming here. It's been amazing.
Brandon Odell spends his time dancing.
It basically allows them a place to go to after school, a safe place. A lot of kids you see today, they're just, wandering around, walking the streets, not really anything to do.
Julia Jordan started TMAT in Heron 5 years ago and now wants to expand to West Frankfort. The center provides all sorts of after-school activities.
They're losing programs like art, music, things like that, and those are the very same programs that we offer. The kids will sign in. There will be a youth cafe right here.
Jordan plans to renovate this downtown building with money from sponsorships and donations. The group has already agreed to buy the facility, but still needs to pay it off.
A contract of faith. And we have actually not spent a dime on this building yet.
Jordan says renovations are expected to cost about $1 million and could begin as early as this fall.
We have the experience behind us, and we just feel really, strong enough to come to this community and do the same thing here that we do over in Heron.